Stormy Daniels' testimony in Donald Trump's criminal trial is over. You might remember Daniels received a $130,000 payment back in 2016 from Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen, to keep quiet about her alleged affair with Trump. Trump is accused of falsifying documents to cover up that payment. CBS News national correspondent Errol Barnett joins us now from outside of the Manhattan courthouse. Errol, tell us what's the latest now.
Hey there, Lana. Well, Stormy Daniels, who has been a real star witness this week, has gone through not only her own very detailed testimony about how she met Donald Trump back in 2006, how it came to be that there was a sexual encounter that she described as uncomfortable, and how all of that led to a $130,000 so-called hush money payment, despite Donald Trump's denials of all of this. But under cross-examination, her credibility was almost undermined by Donald Trump's defense team. CBS News reporter Katrina Kaufman, who is also an attorney, joins me after leaving the courtroom and listening and really feeling the tension in the room. You were saying to me when it came to cross-examination, what did the defense try to accomplish when they were grilling Daniels?
So, as you said, it was very, very tense and contentious cross-examination, both this morning and the other day. And you could see Stormy Daniels bracing herself for these questions. They tried to paint her as motivated by money to show that she was trying to really profit from selling her story about Donald Trump in many ways, through her book, through licensing rights to her documentary. They went through all of these different types of merchandise that she's been selling over the years. And she pointed out that it's not that different from what Trump does himself. I mean, he
really seemed like she held her own.
She really did. Yeah, she actually brought a lot of lightness and humor to a very, very intense cross-examination. Susan Neckles, Trump's attorney, she also tried to really pick apart parts of the story. For example, whether or not they had dinner when she went to the room. Apparently, she was invited for dinner. Stormy Daniels says she was there for 3 hours, but that she never got to have food. And there were previous magazine articles where she had mentioned she went for dinner, and Susan Neckles said, but you didn't say you didn't eat here. And there was really this long debate about whether or not she had eaten in his room. So they're really trying to find these little small things to pick apart to show that maybe she's not telling the same story over the years, playing on these small details.
But what did the prosecution then accomplish? We saw some of that during redirect, because after all, the 34 felony counts are about these financial reimbursements for the initial hush money scheme. So what did the prosecution get out of Daniels?
The prosecution, they brought it back and they showed that really she was motivated by fear, not money, she says. She says the money in that agreement, for her, that was a bonus. She wanted to feel protected. And she says, if anything, this has cost her more than she has made from it. She has had to make so many changes in her life for her daughter. And the very last question the prosecution asked her was whether this has had more of a positive or a negative effect on her life. And she said very emphatically, negative.
Donald Trump is in the room. He's watching this. There are some descriptions that he's closing his eyes during testimony. What did you notice about his demeanor?
I observed he gets more engaged, I've noticed, when his own team is up there questioning. So for some of this cross-examination with Susan Neckles, he was watching more. When the articles were up on the screen that showed potential inconsistencies in the story, he was looking very closely at the monitor. Sometimes he kind of had his arm crossed and was frowning and looking down. And then, of course, he likes to sit a lot with his eyes closed, especially when the prosecution is up questioning Stormy Daniels.
And we know the judge has warned Trump about making audible reactions, swearing, nodding his head too emphatically. Meantime, Donald Trump is actually fundraising. This morning, he sent out an email through his campaign to his followers discussing the threat of being jailed and saying he would be jailed for his followers. And so it's clear that the courtroom is the campaign trail for him throughout all of this. Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much. And Lana, it's clear that Donald Trump, according to the testimony, didn't want anyone to know about this sordid sexual encounter. But it's kind of ironic that it's become one of the cornerstones of testimony in the trial. And we understand there's now a technical witness that's being interviewed as things continue.
The heart of that, the criminal trial. Errol Barnett and Katrina Kaufman, thank you.
Yeah. You got it.